असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मामृतं गमय
असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मामृतं गमय
असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मामृतं
Good afternoon. If you have this prayer book with you, please see page number 7. Please repeat after me. Om Sahana Vavatu. Please. Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvi Navadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrutyorma Amrutangamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Now let us see the meaning of the prayers that we have said now. Om Sahana Vavatu. May the Divine protect us both. Sahanau Bhunaktu. May the Divine nourish us both the teacher and the student. What kind of nourishment you are seeking? Mental nourishment, good thoughts, positive thoughts, strength-giving thoughts. You are seeking from the Divine, both of you, teacher and the student. On behalf of the teachers, actually, I am saying this prayer. I am joining you. Sahaviryam Karavavahai. May we work together with great energy. Tejasvina Avadhitamastu. May our study be vigorous and fruitful. You are here to learn German and French language. Okay? You have come here with an objective, with a purpose behind your visit to this place. So may that objective that be fulfilled as quickly as possible, as effectively as possible. This is the prayer. Ma vidvishavahai. May we not hate each other. So for any learning process to happen, for any learning process to be really fruitful, there should be that bonhomie, that real camaraderie, that bond between the teacher and the student. Students of this generation are highly judgmental. Okay, we have so many teachers to compare with because online teachers are there, no. So you compare online teachers. I mean, so many we have seen people teaching, and it's like you like somebody over there, and that teacher is superimposed on this teacher. We compare, and when you compare, what happens? This teacher is no good. Let us say you have come to the conclusion, but now you have paid the fees, so you come here, but you don't have Shraddha because you don't like the teacher. You don't like the method of teaching, the way he or she teaches, then real learning cannot happen. So, ma vidvishavahai, may we not hate each other. May there not be any ill will between two of us. This is the prayer. So, most of the time, we don't pay attention to our mind. So, mind is very deceptive and very treacherous. We have only one enemy in the world, that is our own mind. If it cooperates with us, if it takes command from us, if it follows our instructions, we'll become successful in any field of life in no time. But it is so unyielding, it is so rebellious, our mind. It's like an untamed horse. All the time we are riding this untamed horse, and yet we expect, to reach the destination. It doesn't happen like that. So in this culture, there has been given so much of focus on controlling the mind, conquering the mind. Conquering the mind means once you conquer the mind, you will attain the highest, namely God. That's what Vivekananda had achieved, Buddha had achieved, Shankara had achieved. We consider them as, incarnations. We consider the Yuga Purushas, Pravaktas, prophets, messengers of God, messengers of the divine. People who have attained to the summum bonum of life, people who have attained total fulfillment in life, people who have perfected themselves. They are our role models, in this culture at least. So other prayer, the meaning of it is Asatoma Sadgamaya. O Lord, lead us from Asat, unreal, to the real. Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya. Lead us from darkness to light. Lead us from ignorance, knee shines, to knowledge. We all have knowledge. We are all actually educated people. But the knowledge that we have is not a comprehensive knowledge. It's not ultimate knowledge. That's why there is suffering, right? You may say that I have complete knowledge. If you have complete knowledge, you should not suffer anything in life. If there is suffering, if any kind of fear, insecurity, any kind of suffering, psychological, physical, if you are suffering, means your knowledge is not complete. Yet there is something more for you to acquire. The knowledge which makes you totally fulfilled, which takes you beyond all kinds of suffering, is the spiritual knowledge. So we are asking the divine here, lead me from this world of darkness, this world of ignorance, to that realm of light, that realm of knowledge. So lead us from asat to sat means everything that is created in this world is unreal according to our sages and philosophers. Why? Everything that is there in the physical world is impermanent, temporary, transient, changeful. Today it is there, tomorrow it's not there. Our physical body is also constantly changing. Our psychological structure, mind is also constantly changing. As a kid, actually, 5-year kid, you had one kind of mind. What kind of thought you had at the time? What kind of thoughts you have today? Huge difference, right? Variation, constant change is happening. Physical body also. Every day it changes. Yesterday you had one kind of body. Today, actually, your cells have grown old by one day. And tomorrow, again, cell will grow old by one day. So constantly the physical and the psychological makeup keeps changing. So we are actually seeking the divine to take us to that realm where there is no change. That which is a state, it doesn't diminish with time. That's called nirvana. That's called kaivalya. That's called mukti. That's called self-realization, God-realization, freedom. There are many names for it. But the state is only one. Mrityorma amritangamaya. O Lord, lead us from death to immortality. What is actually our basic seeking of every creature in this universe? Eternal peace and eternal happiness. Okay? Do you want momentary peace and momentary happiness? Is it okay for a few minutes of happiness? No. You want eternal peace and eternal happiness. If we just become a little logical and if we think through an impermanent entity like this body and through a changeful entity like mind, you cannot have eternal peace and happiness. So where does lie that eternal peace and happiness that lies beyond this changeful world, beyond this world of name and form? That's called, that substratum, that changeless state is called God, From that changeless, eternal intelligence, this universe of manifoldness, this universe of diversity has come into existence. This is a very old prayer. Okay, I've been chanting this prayer in this culture for millennia. So many sages, so many generations of forefathers, hundreds and hundreds of generations of people have chanted these prayers, and all the power actually, all the purity actually, they have released into the cosmos. So if you chant this prayer with right attitude, with meaning and awareness, it will help you. You are expand your consciousness bit by bit. So we'll be chanting these prayers whenever you are here for your class. After that, you will proceed to your classrooms. So this is Vivekananda Institute of Languages. You know who is Vivekananda. His birthday is being celebrated as a National Youth Day. As a youth of the nation, you must know something about him. We'll help you to explore this great man further. Whenever you are here. Some of the quotes of Vivekananda are collected in this prayer book. I'll be taking one quote and I will try to explain it. Not that you cannot read and understand on your own, but I will give my perspective. Okay? Not like spoken English students. Or spoken English students, because they have come here to learn English, they find it very difficult to understand these simple quotes of Vivekananda. But of course, I know you don't have that problem. But anyway, I will try to give my perspective. So we wish you all, a happy, joyful learning experience over here. Last session we couldn't conduct this prayer, and also during this COVID, also we conducted online classes, but we could not conduct these prayer meetings because of these technical problems and other things. This session onwards, this prayer will be there. When you come here, 10 minutes, you will be attending the prayer here in this hall. Afterwards, you will proceed to your classrooms. Have a nice day. Thank you.